people are cheaper than robots. The smallest drone in the US arsenal, the PD-100 Black Hornet II, fits in your hand, but you still have to control it. Not to mention, it also costs $400,000 a unit. So, a fully functional, heavy, human-sized robot that somehow can be easily repaired on the battlefield, be fueled from solar power alone for hours, and have reliable, stable software would probably cost as much as an F-22 Raptor, if not more. When we'll be able to program an artificial intelligence so complex it'll be able to handle a battle-like situation, I doubt using it in a war will be a good option. Robots need electricity, but we could give them solar panels. They need someone to be in charge of their upkeep, but a couple of human soldiers could always be sent with them. You are assuming the robots are what sci-fi writers imagined them to be some time ago, only machines with a perfectly rational computer on the inside. The thing that limits the possibility of a robot war the most is the artificial intelligence inside the robots. How smart are they? How much do they value their own life? Are they sentient? If so, what would be the moral implications of sending them to war to protect humans? Are they completely autonomous? How will they react to the battlefield, since it's arguably one of the most shocking things for a human? If they are not shocked by the battlefield, would this mean they are so alien to us that we cannot understand their goals? And this only covers the chance of the AIs being like we imagine them to be. Also, what if robots aren't driven by AIs but by humans? Something like remotely controlled war machines? What would the psychological effects of driving something like that from a distance, where you can't be touched by the deadly weapons that you use and the enemy uses against you? Instead of pilots flying fighter aircraft and risking their life, you have drones, pilotless aircraft, which can attack enemy targets with precision without the fear of losing a life. The task of a soldier in different terrains and different operations varies widely. Robots today are fit to perform a specific task. It will take time with the use of artificial intelligence and combining of a wide variety of tasks for a thinking robot to replace a soldier. Currently, these machines, robots, are very expensive and human soldiers come at a lesser cost in terms of money. I would say, as in the case of medical robots, robots serve more as aids and as a means to inspect areas that would be unsafe for humans or too difficult for a robot to get to. We can use drones or land robots to survey sites that may be dangerous, essentially being the eyes for the soldiers. As far as robots replacing a soldier entirely, I would say we aren't there, but the reasons are largely more ethical than ability. For example, if I build an automated robot to shoot people, how does this robot distinguish between a good and a bad person? Robots can recognize people with no problem, but in this case, it would be too likely the robot would shoot all people, since it cannot distinguish between good people and bad people. The Department of Defense funds a lot of research happening at many schools, so their access to technology is not lacking. A soldier could take a decision at the time of an incident which occurs depending on and considering all the things that are occurring at that time. He should calculate all the happenings surrounding him. His mind will decide which action should be taken or to leave it. In the case of a robot, it will carry only the instruction programmed earlier. It can't take an immediate decision. A successful fighting force, large or small, depends on the cohesiveness of each combat unit. This means the individuals within each unit must have full confidence that each of the members of the unit knows their jobs, their roles and the purpose and goal of each and every mission. This requires discipline, morale, commitment and training. Navy SEALs, Green Berets and other elite units